Hi, my name is Paul Baker. I'm a freelance saxophonist in Austin, Texas, and I'm here to talk about the Antigua Pro One tenor saxophone. It's a really nice horn. The first thing I notice about it is it's really substantial. My regular horn is a Cuff Superba, late 70s, early 80s vintage, and those are usually kind of hefty horns, and this is probably, I'd say, a third again as heavy. So it's very, very substantial, and you'll hear that in the sound in a few minutes when we start getting to that. The other thing that strikes me right away, it has a lacquer I've never seen before. It's a very unusual kind of combination of orange, almost copper, but almost rose gold. It's a very flexible. It kind of changes in the light depending on how you're looking at it. So it's very attractive, but it's very unique in its own way. The engraving is really nice. You can see there on the bell, and down here on the bow, and even extends to the side of the body here some. If you can pick up, there we go, the light to hit it just right. There we go. So it's a very attractive horn. It's also very, very well thought out. A lot of thought went into the design for this horn. For instance, if you'll notice, there's two different neck strap rings. So depending on your height, whichever works best for you, you have an option there. Another thing I have not seen is this adjustment bar here on the G sharp. Turn around this way, here. This horn has got all kinds of adjustment options on it. If you look at the bell keys here, the B and the B flat, not only is it double braced, fork braced on there, but each one of those has an adjustment screw on it. So there should be no excuse for the low notes getting blown open or coming out of adjustment. You've got all kinds of control over that. Same for the low C key down here as well. Another thing that I've never seen, or don't know that I've seen, I should say, is most horns either have extruded tone holes or they have rolled tone holes. My Cuff has rolled tone holes. This has got the extruded tone holes on the body, but then rolled tone holes on the bell keys. So the C, C sharp key down here, and the B and the B flat. Those are all rolled. I'm not sure if you can see. There we go. See, those are rolled here on the edges, as opposed to, if I can get in there. I'm not sure if I'm getting this at all. I'll probably just edit this out. There we go. Just the regular raised tone holes there. So that interesting combination. I've never seen that to my recollection on the horns. Another thing I like is the front F key up here. I really like that teardrop shape. It makes it much easier to roll up on instead of another key touch. So you almost have to kind of pick your finger up and move it up there. You can just kind of roll up on it. That's a nice, another well thought out idea there. So lots of advancements on here. Lots of good stuff. Okay, what else? Engraving. Everything seems to fall pretty well to hand in terms of ergonomics. I've got, I guess, moderately large hands, and the right hand keys all feel great. They might be a little high for me, just off the tone holes, but that's an easy adjustment that any repair technician can take care of to make it fit for you better. And left hand pinky keys are great. Everything's good. The only thing that I would change, again with my large hands, the palm keys work really well with the exception of the D key. I would probably need a riser on the D key just so I'm not having to do that too much. It's a little low for me, but again, it may fit you just perfectly. So matter of personal taste and choice there. Okay, so give me a minute and we'll get back and we'll play some and compare it to the Cuff that I usually play, and you can hear the difference between the two of them. So this is my Cuff Superba, again, late 70s, early 80s vintage. That's my regular horn. And I'm playing a 1980s vintage Link Supertone Master, single ring, whatever it was that came box stock in 1980. About a 7-star facing, give or take, with the green Java number 3 and a Rovner dark ligature on it. So that's that one. Let me switch over to the Antigua and we'll have some comparison. Okay. So that's the Antigua. Again, it's got a nice, seems to me it's like a darker sound, a little heavier sound. The playing is a little more resistant. That might be a matter of the neck or the adjustment of the horn. I'm not sure which. The horn seems to be playing just fine, so it's probably just a difference in design. The advantage is that it gives you something you can really kind of lean into when you're playing. You have something to kind of push against instead of all there just going through and you kind of hit a wall there. So it seems to be pretty even. Pitch is pretty good. I mean, it's a saxophone, so there's going to be a little weirdness in the scale. But the only notes, the highest F is a little high, but that's a quick, easy adjustment. Everything else seems to be pretty much within reason. So the scale seems to be good, pretty even. Response is pretty even. So yeah, it's a nice horn. It is a nice horn. And you can kind of push it too, so. So, yeah, it's a good horn. Well designed, well thought out, excellent case. Protects the horn very well with 2 accessory bags on there and lots of storage, good foam lining. So that's the Antigua Pro One tenor saxophone.